My name's Phil Griffiths, I'm 45, currently a mature student at the University of Wolverhampton studying sports and exercise therapy for my degree. I'm a dad to two amazing boys and a stepdad to two wonderful daughters, well, stepdaughters. I think I certainly do. I've got a lot more life experience than a lot of my fellow students, sort of coming in to uni as an older person. It is quite a daunting prospect, but having, as I say, my issues of mental health in the past, which has gone on for quite a few years, different areas of treatment, it's something that's really close to my heart and trying to promote, that there is a way through it. With the right support, you can get there. You can do whatever you want. Basically, you can get, you can reach for whatever you want to go for. But I have, as part of my uni, taken an additional role as a wellbeing champion, which again is promoting physical health, mental health to the students and the wider community. Again, it's just something that's so close to my heart. Yeah, mental health has always been something there. Even thinking back right to school, I can remember sort of feeling like an outsider, and was often bullied, not horrendously bullied, but it was there. And then as life sort of gone on, got through school, college, again, just always I always felt like there was something not right with the way I was thinking. Life goes on, as it does. Got married and had quite a high pressure job. Really enjoyed my job, but it got to the point where I didn't realise how much my depression was affecting me. It built to a climax of making horrendous mistakes at work that cost a lot of money, and basically the bosses kind of come to me and said, look, this is it, we'll help you find another job. I did kind of highlight to them that it had been highlighted from the doctor that I've got depression, anxiety, and I got the typical comment of pull your socks up kind of thing, and it didn't work. It basically culminated in the collapse of my marriage and living in my van for 3 months till I could find a job. So that was probably one of the biggest impacts of it. From a depressive point of view, there were times when obviously the doctors say if you had any thoughts about doing anything stupid or and kind of there were times, but because I got my son at the time and my older boy as well, you know what I mean, so that they're my priority, do you know what I mean? And again, life moves on, more things happen, but culminates really in finding my wife now, somebody who believes in me. Looked after my dad for 3 years. He constantly believed in me, even though it was incredibly hard work to look after. And find somebody now that supported me, told me that I can do uni. My dad said to do it. Sadly, we lost him as I started. But I know that he wanted me to get on and do my best, and that kind of brings us to now, really. So, as I said earlier, I really strongly think with the right support mechanisms in place, be that medication, be that family, friends, which thankfully I'm blessed with to have such good friends and family that have seen me at the top and at the bottom. To be fair, I've probably not shown as many people where I was at my lowest, but so that's kind of. That's an interesting question. Obviously, I was brought up by my mum and stepdad, and my stepdad was very much stiff upper lip, don't show emotion unless it's angry or but no sort of sensitivity. The only time I saw him cry was when his mum passed away, and then when my mum passed away as well. And then as he got sort of into older life when I was caring for him, he did sort of come out a bit more, but I think that was through me trying to allow him to open up. But certainly seeing it as I grew up, it was very much stiff upper lip kind of mentality. You just get on with it, like I said before, pull your socks up, get on with it, brush yourself off. But I guess, I don't know, part of me, I think, just being kind of a sensitive guy, I just think differently. And certainly now it's coming more, there's more podcasts available, really good things to plug into, you know, where people are real and open and honest about their mental health and their struggles. And I think that allows other people to be real and to try and connect to those feelings rather than just hiding them, because obviously the more you hide them, it's like a bottle of pop, eventually it's just going to explode. Whereas, you know, there's things like the Samaritans, there's lots of different avenues that you can go down to you know, to try and get that help. With the wellbeing thing I'm doing at uni, it's certainly a big thing to try and signpost people towards mental health services. You know, you don't have to be right at the end of the line to tap into that help. The earlier you can tap in, the better. And that's something I'm really trying to push forward. And I think by finding something that works, and by trying to pull yourself from that with whatever tool it is you're using, be that medication or counselling or whatever, you know, it opens the world for you, and also it gives you experience. You know, it gives you that understanding for other people as well, once you've been down that road, really. Yeah, I think there's quite a lot more. I think what's being done now is really good. You know, It's Okay Not to Be Okay, the campaign against living miserably, the awareness of the Samaritans, but also, you know, ask your mate if they're alright if you haven't heard from them. Ask them again if they're alright if you're talking to them. Because how many times do we go, yeah, I'm fine? And it's only when somebody says, are you sure? Or, you know, just probes a little bit further. I think general awareness as well needs to continue to be highlighted through podcasts, through people just being open and saying that it is fine to have these struggles and there is a way out of it. And I think also raising awareness of the negative side of it. You know, if somebody does lose somebody, you know, is making sure those support systems are in place. You know, whether that's through if they've taken their own life or, you know, through whatever reason, you know, there should be support systems there, and this is where people, you know, when people are at the lowest, that's where people really need to come together. And I think stuff like that needs to be made more aware that it's okay to talk. That's my biggest thing really, it is okay to talk, and, you know, find somebody that you trust if you're struggling. Find somebody that you know that you can talk to, and they won't spread it. You know, it's just trying to find those positive relationships, whether it's a friend, family member. There are people out there, and there are people out there that care for you, but it's taking the time to find them. That's a really good question. I guess if I could go back to those times when I was at that point, is, you know, like with everything, it's, you know, these feelings, these moments are quite transient. They will pass. You know, whether that's a good thing, good things do pass. Whether you're at a really low point, it will pass. There is, you know, it will move, it will evolve as experiences, as life's journey does. But don't give up. You know, it will pass, things will happen, more challenges will come. You know, more highs, more lows, but just got to keep going. Just keep taking one more step forward. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You know, you might not be able to see. I know it's a quote that I've read a few times. You know, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. You know, you might not be able to see around the next corner, but one step closer, and you might be able to just see a little bit further around it. 2 steps you can see something else. Just changes your frame of what you're looking at. Yeah, I think that's